have won in Florida, and we've shown how Republicans can win. But finally, you have to lead. And you have to lead by articulating a vision for freedom that can galvanize support, but also withstand a lot of opposition. Because when you stand for something, when you lead, when you get in front of issues right now, you are going to face attacks. You are going to face a lot of criticism. But you got to be willing to stand your ground. You got to be willing to stand firm for what's right. And we have no other choice but to do this right now as Americans, because as we stand here today, and as proud as we all are of Florida's successes, as a country, we're in danger of being the first generation of Americans to turn over to our kids and grandkids an America less prosperous and less free than the one we inherited. I'm not going to sit idly by and witness the continued decline of this country. The decline is not inevitable. The decline is a choice. We're not going to be satisfied with merely managing the decline a little bit better than the Democrats. No, our mission is very simple. We must reverse the decline of this country. We must usher in an American revival, and we must give this country a new birth of freedom, just like we have in the free state of Florida. And leadership is really the indispensable ingredient. Now is not the time for distractions. You got to be focused. You got to be disciplined. You cannot make excuses. We have to get the job done. And we know there are a lot of things that need to be done. We need to restore the American dream in this country. People that are working hard all across this country, trying to raise their family, are falling further and further behind because of the inflation and the interest rates that have been afflicted on this country because of the overspending, borrowing, and printing that's been done in Washington, D.C. since March of 2020, and that's got fingerprints of both parties on that. We're going to reverse that. We're not going to let Congress spend this country into oblivion. We're going to take Bidenomics, the rules, the regulations, the executive orders, rip them out and throw them in the trash can on day one. We are going to lower your gas prices by opening up all American energy resources for production. We'll be energy dominant, energy independent, and our nation will be more secure. We will also finally restore the sovereignty of our country. We will ensure that our border is no longer being controlled by Mexican drug cartels and being overrun by illegal aliens and having fentanyl pouring in and killing our country. We'll put troops on the southern border. We'll stop the invasion cold. And when people come illegally, you don't just sit there and throw up your hands. You send them back to their home country where they came from. We will build a border wall, and we are going to have countries like Mexico pay for it, not because they're just going to fork over money. Of course not. We're going to impose fees on the remittances that foreign workers send to countries like Mexico and Central America and South America. It'll raise billions of dollars, and it will go to construct the border wall. But perhaps most importantly, we are going to hold the Mexican drug cartels accountable for what they are doing to our society. We're going to authorize the use of deadly military force because they are killing people all across this country by the tens of thousands. And it is wrong. And the people in D.C. don't give a damn about it. But I care. I'm standing up. We're going to end the problem of the drug cartels once and for all.